guys, welcome back. Today we're doing another build for This Old Western Town. I believe this is for the Williams family, but honestly I'm tired and I don't remember. I kind of blocked out this build because it was such a struggle. I really struggled with this one, and like I mostly like how it turned out. I'll say I kind of like how it turned out, but no, I mostly like it, but there was just parts that it was a lot. It was a lot. I slightly regret it. But I wanted to do something that wasn't so basic. It wasn't white clapboard. Clapboard? Why do I now not know what that is called? The siding. Whatever. So this one's a little bit more Tudor. It is still a Sears and Roebuck house. It's just one that's typically done in brick. And this particular example had the Tudor wall style on there, so I thought it would be a little fun. Give us some variety. I believe it is the Williams. Or maybe Marley? I don't know. Notes, what are they? I'm currently down a most popular girls in school rabbit hole, and I forgot just how dumb funny it is. Like, it's delightful. And then I had the unhinged thought that it actually, for the most part, passes a lot of, like, the feminist tests of there is no sexy lamp. Or maybe they're all a sexy lamp. I don't know. But oh god, why can't I? Beecham test? The one where, like, two female characters talk to each other, and there's not a man involved, and they're not talking about a man. But at the same time, it's just poop jokes and cursing, and it's a very interesting time period. Michelle Visage was a guest for one of their episodes, and I was like, I'm sorry, what are you doing here? Because this came out 12 years ago. Cheesy Pete. So 2014? And yeah, it's very of its time, but like, not. It did get me interested in stop motion again when I watched it for the very first time, because I go through periods where I'm very into stop motion. And it's so well executed for what has to be a bargain bin basement level, like, budget. Because they started off with just a couple of dolls that they probably belonged to family members or something, and I'm sure used to joke about it and then, like, decided to record it. And now it's still pretty low budget. Like, you could get a bag of Barbies for $10, possibly less. But I don't even know, like, that's the thing. I'm too much of a perfectionist, like, with the whole stop motion thing, and I would just want to add too many frames to the point where it's like, why am I just not recording it? But you can't, because you're moving the dolls. I have no idea. But I'm interested in it again. Specifically, again, with Barbies, just because it is such a pop culture that, like, people know what they are, but, like, doing weird soap opera stories with them is also something that little girls everywhere do. So it's relatable, I guess. I don't know. I'm having a good time is what I'm saying, and I do skip pretty much any part where, like, the creators are talking. I don't want to listen to them. I just want to watch the show. And, like, I am not part of any sort of fandom for this, and I know nothing about the men that made it. So, like, they could be good people, they could be bad people. I don't know. I'm happy not knowing. They seem like they're a bit obnoxious, but, like, I am also an obnoxious human being, so I can't really judge that. But yeah, I don't think that we would be friends. But I appreciate what they've made. Because it's camp, but it's art. And I forgot just, like, how many, like, it's clever. It is cleverly written in between the just straight up fart jokes and wild obscenities, which I appreciate because it's just funny, but Yeah, I'm on season 3. If you've never heard of it, you're welcome to Google it, but just like low volume if other people can hear you. I mean, preferably you have headphones on, because I still think that is a terrible, terrible evolution of people using cell phones and, in general, any sort of media device in public, is they've just decided the world has to be involved. And, like, I don't want to be involved. And so someone will have AirPods in, but they're on a phone call. I don't know that, and so they're talking, and I'm like, are you talking to me, or are you talking on the phone? It's very, I mean, that, at least in that instance, you don't have to hear the other end, but then it's more confusing. And then the people that just have their phone on speaker and are having a full conversation. This happens all the time at my physical therapist's office. I don't know why. It's old people, it's young people. They're in the parking lot, they are getting physical therapy, like having full conversations on speaker. And I don't want to be involved. But even more when it's something kind of juicy, and then I never get the end of the story. Like, at that point, you are legally obligated to tell me what happened. Like, I can't just hear about a wreck of a baby shower and then, like, they walk out going, wait, so he wasn't the dad? And then I don't get the rest of the story. And, like, that is unfair and rude to me. If you're gonna have your private life on blast, you should have to write up posts to everyone who hears it. They should get little letters in the mail going, I know you overheard me talking about this, so here you go. Like, I already don't get real mail, I just get ads, so I would much prefer to get follow-ups on conversations that I was forced to listen to. Because if I'm forced to listen to it, then I obviously want the end result. Because guessing is you can only go so far with that. These are the weird things I think about. I don't get the behavior. I guess 'cause I'm private. Like, I'm a very private person. I guess with a YouTube channel. But, like, in general, I don't like to talk in lines. I don't like to be perceived. Like, you're not perceiving me now. You're hearing me. But, like, you don't know who I am. You like, it's okay. But, yeah, I can't imagine needing to have a phone call conversation on speaker. Because, like, you got ears. You're too lazy to hold your arm up, and I know you're thinking, well, it's at a physical therapist's office. None of those people are dealing with their arms. And, like, if it's that much of a problem, get earphones. Like, do not subject people to your conversations. Because no one even wants to hear them. Just like nobody wants to roof weird houses in The Sims 2, which is what I'm doing right now. This is the part that was awful, was getting this roof on, by the way. Worst. I'm also getting over... I don't know if I'm getting over the sinus infection or if I'm just getting used to it. But, like, I've had a sinus infection probably for about a month. Some days are better than others, but, like, it's been bad the past couple days. And I'm just beat down by it, so I just don't want to do anything. And I'm really whiny. It's not often that I get sick and whiny, but when I do, it's like, it's a production. And I know it. And I'm very apologetic about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't feel good, so I'm going to be very complainy. Like, think of the trope of, like, the sick man. That is me. When because it's rare that I get so sick that I'm just like, I don't feel good. But, like, I'm okay enough to complain about it. Usually it's not that bad, or it's so bad that I am in a coma. But, like, this, I'm awake for. And I don't like it. I will say this route does remind me of the cottage in Alice in Wonderland. Very strongly. It's something about the shape. Because it's not like a true barn roof. Because I just couldn't do that with the floor plan that I was working off of. And you kind of have to decide what's important and what's not. Because, like, that wasn't supposed to be built out. That was supposed to be a window, but none of the bay windows are 4 tiles, so I compromised. This house does fill their entire freaking lot, but that's okay, because I think these Sims are all going to have, like, town jobs, so I'm not super worried about it. I think it's 2 adults and 2 children? Maybe 1. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they can have, like, a boarder, or it could be, like, a rooming house. Because there are 2 hotels, but, like, not necessarily long-term rental establishments in this old western town. I am really happy with how it looks so far, though. Especially every time I go to Neighborhood View, I'm like, oh, it's getting there. It's so close. But I need to start doing the polls. I'm actually gonna, after I do this voiceover, I'm gonna sit down, open The Sims 4, and really decide who was done dirty enough that I think that they should go on the trail. Because that's what we did for The Sims 3, was who got done dirty. What was that? Oh, that was an old man cat complaining because he doesn't understand why the door is closed. Or he's confused because he remembers there being a door there. Or an opening. I don't know. I don't try to question what the old man cat does. I don't really try to understand it. He just does stuff. And is periodically confused. And honestly, same. Yeah, I do like how this turned out. Like, it was a pain in the butt, but now that I'm done, I'm like, I love it. Because I had 3 different, exterior textures, the platforms. I went full brick, because why not? With the level that's brick. This is next to Sandy French and Molly French. And then there's another house down the street. I just figured the Sims here are, like, working. They're not on a farm. Maybe they work on a farm, but, like, it's not their farm. And they're not homesteading. Like, they came for another life, but they have standards and still kind of want to be in the city. I don't want to, like, over plant trees or cactuses or things, but it's hard to tell what is too much sometimes. I did a few, but I tried to scale it back. Just a few. Which, speaking of plants, for whatever reason, the milk thistle that I planted, doing great. Or milkweed, or whatever it is. The thing that monarchs eat. I was convinced I was going to kill it, because I've always heard horror stories. But instead I killed the desert marigold and globe mallow, which also is something that everyone's like, that's so easy. No, you can't kill this. You can't. Try me. So we did some work in the garden today. But this is basically it for the build. So thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the video, please give a like. It really does help, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.